Hey everybody, and welcome along to this week's edition of the Irish Golfer Podcast. Peter Finnan here, and joined as always by Mr. McNamara.
How are we?
All good, and you?
Been better, but I'm alright.
Been better. Well, you won the match at the weekend, so you had nothing to be giving out about.
I know, but I caught a disease off being surrounded by loud fans for
and
the big duration of the evening, and the Dubs, yeah.
You're all good though. We're doing this remote this week. We've magazine going to print, all sorts of stuff going on. So we decided, we just log in online and do this. But we couldn't miss this week. There's lots going on. Before we get stuck in, this podcast is brought to you in association with Flowgas. If you are in the market for any fuel plans, any energy plans, household, commercial, business plans, Flowgas do everything: gas, electricity, solar, dual fuel, EV charging, cylinders, LPG. We pontificate about this every single week. They support golf at every level, and you should support them if your business is up for renewal. They will give you a good deal. Visit flowgas.ie and give a little back to a company that actually dip their hand in their own pockets and support the game we all love. So visit flowgas.ie. Right, only one place to start this week.
Down
Has
under.
to be LIV. Has to be LIV. Yeah. Down under.
Yeah. We're back to 2008 all over again.
This, I don't know where to go. This was not on my bingo card ever. I did not see this coming. I didn't even staying up to watch or watching. I stayed up to watch some of it, but then I went to bed, then said I'd catch up with it the next morning, and even going to bed, I didn't think Kim had a prayer against the two lads. It was just mental to see. I don't know, what was your opinion? Did you watch it? Did you stay up and watch it?
No, but I saw the highlights, and in fairness, was it 16 years, over 16 years since he last won, to go and lap Bryson and Rahm the way he did was pretty unbelievable. And given is he 2 years now, 3 years since he's come back to LIV? And I mean, he was shanking and topping balls for the first 12 months. I mean, he was awful.
He struggled to break 80,
He looked really, really just unhealthy and unfit. And yeah, definitely something we could never have foreseen. I think a lot of people would have said Anthony Kim would never win again.
A lot of people say Anthony Kim would never play again, or there's no cuts in LIV. He's got his reps in. Apparently he's working his absolute arse off. You can't not but tip your hat to him. You set the scene. He's given the lads a 5-shot lead playing with Bryson and Jon Rahm, two of the best players in the world. Giving them a 5-shot lead going into the final round of now a 72-hole tournament. He's played God knows how many he's played God knows. That's my phone going off. Let's go prep that.
Whose phone is that? Whose phone is that?
He is. So he's played damn all golf compared to the lads. Now he's worked his way back into it, but to shoot a final round 63 with a 5-shot lead, Rahm still broke par. Rahm shot 1 under par, but he beat Rahm by 3, beat Bryson by 6. You just couldn't make this up.
Yeah, Bryson didn't perform on the final day at all now, to be honest. But yeah, to go 9 under on the final day, and it looked absolutely bonkers. I mean, in terms of atmospheres that you're going to see over the course of the year, it'll be hard to top that, to be honest.
No, absolutely.
It was the perfect scene for something like that to happen, and LIV definitely needed that because they've had a torrid off season with Koepka leaving, and then Reed obviously leaving pretty much on the eve of their season starting. And yeah, this is the one storyline that I think they could possibly have that would trump nearly everything that happens in the golf world this year, and it seems like they've got it.
And being realistic about it as well, going up against that, going toe to toe, playing with Rahm, playing with DeChambeau in the final round. Not many players would have, number one, the confidence or the game or the belief to actually go up against those guys, giving them a 5-shot lead going into a final round. I think I was reading online, he was 200-1 before he struck a ball in the final round. So you're talking about a guy playing in the last group who was still 200 to 1 to win this golf tournament, and goes and executes, like, even to finish the way he did, like 5 birdies in his last 7 holes. The fist pumps were flying. It was just. I'm sure the two lads walked off the golf course. Yeah, they're laughing and they're like going, "Oh my god, what happened here?" But like they were not expecting him to come out and do that.
No, I mean he wasn't even in the conversation. It
No,
was supposed to be a two-way shootout between Ram and Bryson, but yeah, I mean, like whatever you think about Live Golf, you gotta tip your hat to this one. To be fair, whether you think Live is real or not, or things that they do are funny, or whether you think it's all ridicule, or whether you think it's a serious golf tour. I mean, this is already a contender for story of the year.
a hundred
It's
percent.
just
Like,
it's just objectively unbelievable.
but that's the thing. I'm speechless. Even going through it now, I just can't believe it happened. It was just, Kim was just clutch.
But
Liv
the four
definitely needed
birdies in
this.
the row were unbelievable. Like he really got
Yeah,
everyone going at that stage.
yeah, yeah. You just got the juices going. But Liv needed this. Like you just hitting it there. Like he was a publicity stunt, really. When you strip it all back at the end of the day, they wanted to drop him like only a month ago. And we actually said it when he came through the promotions tournament. If you listen back, we did actually say when P. Reed was on the fence, we said, get Anthony Kim in there. He'd be perfect for the four aces. And they, like DJ, in fairness to him, did. Like it's good for that team. It's good for the product. It's good for what Liv are trying to achieve. But like, and over 72 holes justify it. But like, I don't know. Do you remember Anthony Kim when he was playing in his prime? Were you a bit young for that?
A little bit, yeah. I know. I remember the belt buckle,
And
the
the
big
white
AK
white
belt
belts are
buckle.
back.
I
White
remember
belts are
him.
back now.
I remember him slapping Sergio around the place, the Ryder Cup as well.
Yeah, that was iconic.
Then just like seeing his name on Masters leaderboards or whatever. So like vague memory.
Yeah, and he was some player. He was very like. I don't know where this goes from here. Is the only thing. Like, do you think he can play his way? Like, do we think we'll see anything like this again for the season? I'm intrigued as to where this goes. Um, do you think he can play his way into a major?
Yeah, I think so. Because having Liv got a sort of a ranking thing that gets him into the US Open or the Open, so he's got to be a pretty decent shout for that. And even then, like he's gone from 847 to 203rd in the world. Like that's a massive leap. And you do that once or twice more before the summer comes, you're into the top 100 all of a sudden.
That's the one bit that sort of sticks in my throat. That he's now the 203rd best player in the world. Um, I'm a fan of Liv. I'm a fan of what it does, but this just screams to me the system's broken. He's ranked higher on the rankings now than Cam Smith. Like
Good.
Cam won a major for like a couple of years ago, and now Anthony Kim is ranked higher. I think it's so wrong. It's too many points. I agree with him making some inroads in it, but like, yeah, you're one win. If you look at the world ranking and look at players now that Anthony Kim is ranked ahead of, it's criminal.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of coming from nowhere in the rankings. Like the amount of people that just shoot up. Same thing if it was a random PJ Tour winner who was like 400 in the world, all of a sudden they'd be like 90th or something.
Yeah,
It happens far
no,
too often.
it does, but I just wasn't expecting the live side of things to weigh so heavily. Like we highlighted it last week. I wasn't expecting Live to get more points in the DP World Tour last season, and they ended up doing that. So yeah, it's I don't know. It will be interesting to see that. I'll be intrigued to see if he can play his way into a major. That's the big thing from here. Like if he can get into the world's top 100, which he's not a million miles away from now. Like he's a couple of good results on Live if he finishes high up the leaderboard away from, and that could secure his place into like the PGA Championship or something, which would be
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it's definitely something worth to keep an eye on.
The on Live as well, like Ripper GC, they're on a heater back to back, home
Back
win.
to back to back. Yeah, they love it down there.
Yeah,
Didn't they win it there last year or maybe the year before?
yeah,
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. They look like the most unserious team. Like they're just the most chill group of lads you've ever come across. Like Leishman there, probably cutting his lawn after winning what was it, 4 million there last night.
yeah.
And but no, like it's good to see Legion sort of struggling at the moment because I still think they'll win it outright pretty easily. But good to see different teams up there as well.
Good to see the Majestic still falling apart as well. Struggling every week
Dreadful.
in
Like, how can
bits.
you be cumulative one over par when you have four players, five
um,
players?
5 players, exactly. Yeah, they've subs and everything. I think that's all it from Live. Like, it's just, we had to start with that because it is, I don't know, as far as iconic golf moments go, you said it already, it'll be up there as no matter what happens this year, that will be one of the highlights, if not the highlight of the year. Like, I'd struggle to go back over the last decade and think of many situations of a comeback like that. You know, Tiger obviously sticks out in 2019 as a comeback that you just weren't expecting. He comes and wins a major. That's on a different stratosphere than this, but this is close.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, and as well because it's sort of away from the mainstream tours. I don't think it'll be talked about enough, so it'll be criminally underrated. I think when years go by and you look back on it as well, which I think is no harm for Anthony Kim either.
Yeah, no, I'm intrigued to see where it'll go from here. But yeah, more power to him. Delighted to see him kicking on. Right, PJ Tour. Uh, Collin Morikawa. You have to watch this.
Yeah, I thought we were going to start off with Bridgman.
No, well, he's an integral part of it. He's
Yeah,
still playing by all accounts. He's still out there somewhere in the 18th, walking around like an idiot. Um, yeah, it was Morikawa at the end executed when he needed to execute. I'm happy to see him back and performing. Like, I hope you put your money on him last week. Actually, you called him out last week. You were going to
I
back him
did
for the
call him out.
Masters.
Yeah,
Did you back him?
no, but he's always a good shout for the Masters. Just hits every green within like 15 feet. If he can put like he put it on 15 and 16 last night, he'll have a good chance.
Yeah, like, but his stats for the week, like, you know, his numbers for the week, he 129 strokes taken over the weekend, 15 under par on Saturday and Sunday, thanks to 18 birdies and only 3 bogeys in those final 2 rounds. Like, he's 847 days since his last proper win on tour. It really is. He's gone through barren times now. He's kind of thrown the toys out of the cot a little bit as well along the way. Like, I liked Collin Morikawa when he came out first. He was exciting. He was great to watch. Then when things didn't go too right for him, I don't know. He's one of these. I suppose it's the type of modern player, isn't it? They don't like being criticized. They don't like when things are gone wrong for them. When they get success so young and then things don't quite work out, they tend to throw the toys out of cotton. Morikawa really has had a ropey couple of years, especially a ropey last year with the media and not wanting to talk to people and not wanting to answer any questions about performance related stuff or what's going on. I'm surprised the media actually stuck around after the round yesterday to talk to him. They should have just fleed and just let him stew on his own and enjoy his own success.
Could have done, yeah. But no, he's been through, like, he's had to come through a lot of questions. I think maybe about how he performs under pressure, even though he's a two-time like major winner. He certainly let a lot of tournaments slip away over the last 2.5 years as well. I think back to the one in Hawaii maybe 2 years ago when he just completely lost his wedge game. But no, like, he's a classy player, and it's amazing he still lost strokes to the field in putting. Yet you'd say he put it well,
Yeah.
which probably just shows how good his game tee to green was.
He got a new putter in the bag this
Yeah,
week, I
he's
was reading as well.
gone with the spider like everybody else.
Yeah. Like, it is, yeah. It's Mallett's dominating the top of everything in the world rankings. But do you like Morikawa?
I take him or leave him.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know why.
similar. Like I said, I used to like him, but
I've no reason
to dislike him.
like him. Yeah, or yeah, to like or dislike him. I just never really thought about him that much. Like, you wouldn't. I had no idea he was even outside the top 10 in the world. He was 19th, and you're like, Jesus, now he's back up to fifth.
Is he back
But
up
no,
to fifth in the world?
back up to fifth. Yeah, is he better than Anthony Kim?
Yes. Considerably.
Yeah, he's back up to fifth. But no, like, yeah, if he's gone away, like, you wouldn't be wondering what's happened to Collin Morikawa. I don't think.
Yeah. No, it's like you mentioned Bridgman there, and what happened in 18. That was one thing I thought was very unfair, and I know we were over and back in our WhatsApp groups, and there was stuff going on there. It was just what he had to deal with coming up 18 before he hit his shot. Like he hit the right shot off the tee, hit 3 wood off the tee, left himself 225, 26 yards, I think. I just couldn't believe the wait then, to wait 20 minutes standing over the ball and to see what Bridgman was doing in front of him. There has to be some sort of a rule that they allow play, like they allow you to hit into the green, like just
Yeah,
to
it
allow
was
you to get
terrible.
up, like to be waiting 20 minutes over a shot, especially a long iron like that into a green with wind coming hard left to right, and he's going to try and cut something into it, and yeah, like, and he's like, you think as well, he executed it perfectly when he had to after the 20-minute wait. But what he did on 17, like, he double crossed himself big time. He nearly went into the water with the same club from the same distance on the par three. Like, so he, yeah, it was a clutch shot, and I suppose he didn't really hang around. Once he was allowed to pull the trigger, he was straight in, executed. But to have the balls to stand up and aim it out over the water like he did, cut something back into it, let the wind take it, and to put it where he did, because in that 20 minutes the wind had kicked up savagely. Like Bridgman, when he did finally put his ball in the green, he struggled to keep his ball in the green. Like he kept placing it and was rolling around the place. But yeah, that's one thing I would admire about Morikawa, is when the questions were asked this week at the tail end, he had the answers to them, and that's not something that he's had the answers to for a few years at this stage.
Yeah, it was interesting how the 18th was playing as well. Unless you're Bridgman, I think anytime you hit the fairway, you're nigh on guaranteed a birdie. Just the wind was helping so wonderfully off the water, like you genuinely couldn't miss it left, and Bridgman managed to do that. But no, I think Morikawa, um, like the shot he hit into 17, at that stage you're thinking, oh my god, like the old demons of the last couple of years are coming back. And I actually thought he hit a pretty good pitch shot in as well, to be fair. And yeah, once he hit the fairway on 18, I was expecting him to birdie it, but birdie it a lot earlier than he did. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, exactly.
Minwoo Lee didn't know what was going on,
He had
and he's
half the
there.
second tee box dug up.
Yeah,
He literally went through his whole bag. If you look back, like he lines of divots going on there. It was unreal. Like he dug half the tee box up. But yeah, it was mad. But yeah, other players like, do you know what? One thing actually, looking through his stats as well, he's only had two top tens, Morikawa, in the last year,
yeah, he was
which
awful, and yet he
hit,
still played Ryder Cup.
and he stunk the Ryder Cup out of it as well.
Yeah, that was quite a low for him as well. He was with Harris English, wasn't he? I think they were statistically the worst foursomes combination you could possibly have, and yet they played both sessions.
Yeah, these type of courses though really suit Morikawa. Like he's not a bomber, but he's definitely getting a bit faster as well. You could see sort of stats that they were putting on the TV last night. Like he's using this new TP5 from TaylorMade. It's definitely got him a couple of miles an hour using the standard ball and not having to go to an X for a faster model and stuff. So that switch has helped him, but he's definitely a little bit faster. And yeah, like I suppose like Anthony Kim, I'll be interesting to see, because I don't see this changing, like how Mark, like I don't think Mark Howe is the type of guy that'll come out and win 3 or 4 times this year.
No, maybe one more.
It depends on the golf course. Like Pebble is a good suit for how he plays and how he shapes the ball and the type of player he is. Like he's not a bomber. He's not going to overpower golf courses. But yeah, it was interesting though. But I like this tournament, how it's evolved. We'll go into a few other players, but um, since becoming a Siggy, and they've gotten rid of this being like a Bill Murray show every year and stuff like that. I like what they've done. The course changes came across well. Wasn't very fond of the coverage with Sky. A bit too much Ian Baker Finch going on last night, and no radar and stuff like that. We need to get the A team back.
Yeah, even get the Dame back in.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, like you get like the American way of calling things and the European way and Sky Sports are two totally different, and it's so obvious when they're sharing microphones and they've David Howell with a world feed mic and stuff like that, interviewing players, that they're like pooling resources. It does take away from what we're used to on Sky Sports, and Sky normally do an unbelievable job. this was good, but like, yeah, bring back
Yeah,
Radar and them lads.
there's a lot of cost cutting going on. You can tell.
There is, isn't there? Big time. You can
Yeah,
see it.
huge. Even
Um,
you can notice it as well sometimes when they're commentating from the studio back in London. Especially Laura Davis really struggles. She calls things far
she's
too
calling
early.
things far too early and getting it wrong all the time.
Yeah,
But no, it was good. It was good. Like even the graphics, those red paper airplane things going across. Thought it was like Pearl Harbor at one stage. It was a bit much. There was just shit flying across the screen, but it gave you a good indication of, I suppose, how strong the wind was, especially in a course like that. It just showed it off well. But no, it was interesting. Scotty Scheffler. Now that we've covered, what do you think of him?
again, like last week, pretty average until Sunday. Then he just lights it up, and he's not a compelling character, but you're compelled to watch him because if he's in within 4 or 5 shots, it is a little bit like Tiger. You're thinking, right, here we go, he's going to win it. And to be honest, like he got to 20 under. He was tied for the lead at one stage, and like he'll probably be kicking himself a little bit that he didn't at least get into a playoff.
Oh, he asked
But
all the right questions. Yeah, definitely. Like it's
like
unreal. Like
the bogey on 15 obviously killed him,
yeah, derailed him
and
big time.
you and the eagle was too late then at that stage. But like he had serious momentum going at that stage. Yeah, he just birdied 14. You'd think he'd eke one out maybe at 16. I would have thought, and then again he would have had to eagle 18 anyway. But yeah, the his race was run at 15. Just one of those things where he ran out of holes. But like the way he started 700 through seven, you're thinking, here we go.
It's unreal, yeah, because I love watching him chase tournaments like that. I hate watching Scotty Scheffler command a tournament, being in the lead, and be so boring because he's so good at maintaining a lead. I
Yeah,
really
you
like
kind of
watching him chase.
you root for him as well. You
Yeah,
kind of think, go on, keep going.
yeah, like because something special's just around the corner, and he was so good to watch. Like he was 7 under on the par fives on Sunday alone. He was 14 under for the week on the par fives, which is crazy scoring on the par fives and that. You look at his approach distance, like he had 3 eagles on the 4 par 5s yesterday. And when you look at the distance, when you say, like, he got up and down 3 out of 4 times, he was 234 yards, 256 yards, 264 yards, and 186 yards. And he got up and down 3 or 4 times from that distance.
Yeah, it
That's
was unbelievable.
It's
And he,
bonkers,
like
like.
it's the same as last week. He'll rue, I think, a poor enough first round as well. But again, like there's something, I don't know. There's still something not quite right there. I don't think he's again when things don't go his way, it's like an existential crisis. He is getting
Yeah,
very like antsy about
ratty.
things. Yeah,
Ratty.
he
He
is.
is getting ratty. But yeah, no, Rory went through a stage of this though as well, if you remember, like just getting off the slow starts, backing his way into like top five finishes and stuff like that, but never really contending.
Yeah, yeah, true. It was just again like macro just run out of holes and backdoor into like a tied third or something. But yeah, no, like again, still think Scotty he'll get it going at some stage. He'll win maybe even twice before the Masters.
Well, that's it. He's dangerous when he holds putts like the way he strikes. He hold over 150 feet of putts in that final round alone in the 63. Like to have a 63 with a couple of bogeys in there as well is frightening. Yeah, it is the slow starts. He'll sort that out. But now he's now got what 8 straight top five finishes in a row. He's just 3 shy of Tiger's 11 straight top five finishes in a row in 2007, 2008. So everything he does is compared to Tiger at this stage. He's on that level and he's maintaining. I think he's taken over the cut streak now, the most cuts made. I think he's 66 of the most consecutive cuts. He took over that. Xander missed a cut, so his 72 or 73 cuts in a row was gone, and then yeah, it kicks into Scotty. So he's just a machine. He is a machine, and yeah, he's gonna be thereabouts when it comes Master Sunday this year. But everything between now and then is all just reps for him, really, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And I think the Genesis then this week, you've got Bay Hill and the Players. There's 3 pretty massive events to really get the ball rolling before going to Augusta for him. And it's
Yeah.
it's it's amazing because he's actually playing golf at this time of the year now,
Yeah, well,
compared to what
exactly.
happened
Yeah, he's
12 months
playing
ago.
his way into it. Lowry had a solid finish.
Yeah, yeah, he did actually bogey free. Didn't really happen for him on the front nine. I think he was within 4 or 5 shots, but just the one birdie. Then he made four on the back nine, three in a row from 14. So yeah, and like a good finish again. Like he's playing great stuff as he has done for the last 2 3 years. But yeah, like the win again, it's just about waiting. When's it going to happen?
Yeah, but to do this consistently in Siggy's as well, like he's popping up with these top fives, top tens. Like he was second here last year. He knows when to turn it on. We've always said he's a big game player, but he's primed to do something special this year at a few events. And yeah, he's shown great signs at the start of the season. And we called it out a few weeks ago. He's looking fit. He's looking hungry. If he will have a good couple of putting weeks, he will. And when that happens, you know he's going to be there, but thereabouts with his ball striking the way it is. So, no, it's good to
Yeah,
see.
I'd be bullish around his putting now at the moment. Like he was 11th
Yeah,
strokes gained this week, which is very very good.
yeah.
I mean,
No,
like
no, he is.
any other week, if he was 11 strokes gained, he might win.
Yeah, he's spidering it as well. Still
And
sticking with the spider.
I think he had the best ball approach to the green round in his career, and maybe in round one or round two as well. So a lot of stuff that bodes well.
Yeah, Rory as well has shown signs. He switched back to the blades. I see the cavity backs were a little bit too much right bias in them. He was saying when he was striking down on the ball, and it was messing with his release patterns in his head and all this. But like back to, it was a little bit of roller coaster stuff. He did close out with a final round 64, finished 4 shots back, but throws in a week where he just had a little bit of everything. Struggled a little bit on Monterey at one of the days. He had a treble, 2 doubles for the week, few chunky chips, few wild shots. Did exactly what Morikawa did on the 17th as well, like just double cross and going for that back left pin. And but yeah, getting some good reps in before. I suppose like it has started already, getting himself ready for the Masters and stuff. But between now and the Players' Championship is where Rory really lit it up last year and cemented those foundations that he went on and won the Masters in. I'm sure he's looking at it now and very happy with where his game is, how he's trending without putting in his best stuff. He's just still tweaking through his bag equipment wise and not afraid to chop and change, which I like. You know, he's messing with golf ball a little bit still. He's been messing with his full set of irons. It's been a good number of years since he's done that. So he's taken all those variables away and really getting himself tooled up for what he knows can do the job at Augusta.
Yeah, I think the current setup that he has will be more or less what he brings to Augusta now at this stage. I think just with that run of events coming up, there was a little bit of experimentation and trial and error going on in the Desert Swing on the DP World Tour, but now like this is proper business, week in week out now. But yeah, like I every round he seemed to start quickly, and then he'd throw in a double, and then obviously he threw in the triple on 18 as well. But no, like I'd be bullish about that as well. Like he 20, 25, 26 birdies, couple of eagles.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so much good stuff there. You wouldn't really worry about the bad stuff. This is just early in the season, bit of rust, mental errors that you usually do get with Rory. Like at this time of year, like last year was a bit of an outlier in terms of how he usually acts on the golf course.
yeah,
This was more like the Rory of the last 7 8 years, erratic but so much good stuff.
yeah. No, it was good. And Tommy Fleetwood as well, cooking away. Min Woo was cooking.
Minwoo was cooking.
There's
Seth
lots
as
going
well.
on.
Seth
Seth
Straka,
Straka, yeah, that was some finish.
Eagle in the last. It's just
But
never
not
going to
even
be
Eagle
talked.
in the last. I think he before that he
Birdie,
birdied
birdie,
four
eagle.
of his last. Yeah, but even before, yeah, I think he went birdie, birdie, par, birdie, birdie, eagle,
Yeah.
something like that. It was crazy. So yeah, no, he's on form as well, and finished just outside of it. No, it was a good tournament. I did enjoy this tournament, and it's something that's grown on me over the last. They've made some changes to Pebble Beach. I don't know. I don't know the course well enough to know how the court changes are or what they were at or what. Like it looks good on TV though, and this always looks good with the undulation, the cliff top golf. I love the use of drones and stuff like that they use on TV. Gives you a good perspective of it. But no, I really enjoyed this event, and it was great. It was great to have a Sunday like that you have. LIV going 72 holes, so they're extended into Sunday down in Adelaide as well. Timing suited. It was like late at night, early in the morning, getting to watch that. Then you have a bit of a gap. Watch Leeds beat Birmingham City in the FA Cup, and then you're straight into Pebble Beach. So no, it was all good. It was all good. Good weekend of sport.
Didn't watch Kildare then, no?
Yeah, I knew you'd mention that. No, that was I watched the first half and then I knocked it off. I thought we were 5-6 points up. That was grand, but then yeah, the Derry lads just decided they got stood. They could handle the conditions better than us.
Looking over your shoulder.
It's all good. No, we're Division 1 bound. We are fine. We'll be all good. Right, where to next? Challenge Tour, I think.
Hotel Planner Tour. Cop on to yourself.
Listen,
can't be doing that. I'm so guilty of it as well.
We call it the Flowgas Tour for all I care. They're not greasing our palms, so that's not the hotel. It's the Challenge Tour. It'll always be the Challenge Tour.
Yeah, Max Kennedy tied second there yesterday at the NTT Data Pro-Am. It turned into a bit of a shambles. There was no play on the first day. Then there were several other weather delays. I think tee times in on Sunday were delayed by 4 hours, but they eventually got 54 holes in, and he managed to bump himself up to second place. He finished by the time he finished, he was in the top 5, and then there was a couple of late bogeys ahead of him, so got himself up to tied second, which again is really, really good for him. Moves from 54th to 6th in the road to Mallorca with the top 15, securing cards in November. But again, like, if you can get yourself up there early on, we saw what Liam Nolan was able to do last year as well. So it's been a very, very good start to the season. Good to see him getting a high finish. Gary Hurley did it last week as well. He's still knocking around there, tied 27th. And was going well until the final round, 73. Nolan tied set 27th as well. And Connor Purcell a shot further back. So like, it's good to see 3 or 4 or 5 lads featuring there, as we have done now for 3 successive weeks.
Yeah, no, it is good. And like, of all the lads, did you talk to Max actually over the weekend? Were you on to him at all?
Yeah, sure. Max is like the most positive person in the world. Like, she was 65 and he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to win everything.
So what was the vibe of him? What was he saying to you, or what's the...
Just he was disappointed he missed the cut last week. Didn't really play well in the wind. Did a lot of work on that on the range, and then worked on his sort of short game around the greens, and that seemed to pay dividends as it reflected in his card. Like, the conditions were quite windy as well this week, but he only had 2 bogeys in the 54 holes, which is like really, really good. I think he was bogey free for 22 holes as well. And yeah, he's just saying, trying to keep the foot on the gas, play aggressively. Didn't have the greatest week of weeks on the green, but he was pleased with sort of how patient he was. And again, an extra birdie on the 18th as well to finish yesterday. Like, these little things are potentially priceless come the end of a season as well. Turning, like, a tied 10th into a top 5, like, can make all the difference in the world going forward. So yeah, he's hell bent on getting to the DP World Tour one way or another, and yeah, really wants to win not just once but 2 or 3 tournaments this year.
Yeah, no, like, we haven't done our predictions. We're delaying, like, fecking that. I don't know, is it going to happen, but we haven't done our prediction pods yet. But I know you be in a similar mindset, like, of all the lads that are there knocking on the door on the Challenge Tour, trying to kick their way up. Max will be the one for me that is primed.
I'd say so, yeah. He's had a lot of big tournament experience as well. Like, I think the LIV Promotions thing will stand to him as well, getting so close again. He's come close in Q School before as well, so he's nearly due maybe that little rub of the green in terms of like getting to the next level or getting into certain things as well. So hopefully this year can be the year, and it's amazing to be talking about somebody as well in that sort of fashion, because it's only a second year on tour, and we said we just expect so much, which is amazing as well.
Yeah, what impresses me most about him is just he gets himself in the mix a lot. Some of the guys, maybe a little hot and cold, might come. Max, just over the last year, just seems to maneuver his way. He's a good 72-hole player. Like, he won't do too much wrong, and he'll produce enough birdies. He'll get himself in the mix. And once you're in the mix, things happen around you. And sometimes you have your foot off the gas, on the gas, but guys will drop off, or things will happen around you. He just strikes me as the type of guy that, yeah, he's not only going to talk about winning a couple of times this year, I think he will win a couple of times this year on the Challenge Tour.
Yeah, well, his Sundays will have to improve, and I think he probably knows that as well. Like that was only his second top 10 finish in 2 years, and
Mm.
it's they've both been runners up. Like he does tend to start quickly and shoot a lot of low rounds, but maybe doesn't really keep the foot on the gas on the Sunday. I think that's probably going to be the difference this year. And again, like as I mentioned, it'll turn battling for the top 45 into actually seriously contending for one of the automatic cards in the top 15 as well, because I think like his form just tailed off at the wrong time last year. And I think again, even at Live Promotions, he had a bad final day, which cost him. So if he can just turn those Sundays into at worst 69 70s, it'll make all the difference.
Yeah, you called it perfectly with Liam Nolan as well. Like, literally, Max is now one good event in the next month, like another top 3 or 4 from cementing his place that he can't really fall outside the top 10 for a few months. Gives him a bit of breathing space to try and find another sort of result to strap onto that. And it's just momentum.
Yeah, I think the two of them have spoken about that, saying maybe they played too much last year, trying to chase it too much. Whereas, like, if you let the results take care of themselves, and if you get your top threes and your top fives, you're going to be you are allowed to miss cuts on that tour. Like, if you
Yeah.
miss the cut, you're not really going to fall too far. And yeah, I think it's about maybe just timing the run a bit better this time.
Yeah. Anything else on the Challenge Tour?
No, just Rowan Lester and Liam Graham qualified on Tuesday, and eventually got to play, and Rowan made the cut and Liam missed it. But good, I think we had like 6 Irish lads in the field, which was very good to see.
I see Rob Brazel as well gets an invite somewhere. Did I see that? Do you put a
Yeah, he
piece up
doesn't
on
know
that?
when though, but
Doesn't know when. But it's
he
good.
won twice on that winter tour, and by his placing on the Order of Merit, got a Hotel Planet Tour start. And Rob Moran then won the entire Order of Merit for that tour as well, so he actually gets two Hotel Planet Tour starts and a DP World Tour one as well, which again he hopes will save maybe an Irish Open invite, or vice versa on the Challenge Tour saves the Irish Challenge invite. So maybe I'll get three or
Someone
four
else gets in
starts.
and he
Yeah,
gets another one. Yeah, yeah. That's good. No, it's all good. The LE was this PIF Saudi Invitational thing is it an LET event?
LET,
It is LET.
yeah,
Unusual. 750 grand for the winner. So I see Charlie Hull's paying off the mortgage.
paying off the mortgage. Yeah,
Jeez.
that was a great reaction. Did I win?
It was random, wasn't it? It was very random. It's just listening to the interview and reading the quotes afterwards. I can pay my house off now. I've worked really hard in the off season, so it's nice to get a result straight away. It's one of the bigger events on the LET, and it feels a bit like a home event for me. So that's that's a real Robbie Keane moment there.
Yeah,
When when Riyadh feels like a home event, I've always grown up wanting to play in Riyadh.
boyhood golf course. Well, she's golf Saudi. She has to say that.
I know she has to say that, yeah, but still, no, it is a good win, and she's committed herself, I think, as well for the K Club this year for the KPMG Women's Irish Open again as well. So it's good. It's good when she's a win this early in the season as well. She's up there, like she's box office.
Yeah, she really is. I mean, like I watched a good bit of this. She just attacked the golf course. Like didn't bring a 3 wood or a 5 wood. It was driver everywhere. And if I have to belt a 19-degree or 17-degree hybrid into par fives, I'm going to do it. I mean, she just went hell for leather at this golf course and was rewarded, because I think that's what you need to do. Like,
Yeah,
there's a lot of drivers and wedges into these greens, and so there's no point in being short.
yeah, no, ultra aggressive. That's what it's
Like,
all
it's
about.
it's not the greatest golf course in the world.
Yeah, no, all good. Anything else to report home from the LET then?
Lauren Walsh was 25th on 10 under, closed with a 67-70 for the weekend after just about making the cut. And Anna Foster then was, in midfield, tied 39, 7 under par, 70, 71, 69, 71. So they have a week off this week before they go down to Australia. I don't know if Lauren's going to go, how that clashes with her LPGA calendar, but good to have the girls back playing again.
So with the LPGA, yeah, that's what I'm interested in. Like, because she was down playing in this event, and then LPGA, I think, is in Thailand this week.
Yeah, she's
She's
not in
hardly
that
gone to that
field.
one.
No, Leona Maguire's in that one, and that's about
Yeah.
it.
So it'll be interesting to see if she makes a few of those events, because like the LPGA aren't back in the States now for another month, really. So yeah, it's good to see Lauren getting the reps in, and there's good money to be made down there in Saudi. Like, we're taking the piss out of it, but 750 grand for Charlie Hull is like, outside of winning a major, that's as big as it gets for the year, money wise.
Yeah, especially on the LET.
Yeah,
And it's like the prize per she got
it's double
750
the
grand is
Irish
double the
Open.
Irish, nearly double the Irish Open. Yeah,
Yeah,
but Lauren Walsh like came away with a good payday as well, nearly 50 grand.
that's what I mean. Like, for a tied 24th or whatever that she got, so it's good that they're able to fill their boots early in the season and sort of tool up for all the travel and what's going on ahead. So no, it's good. It is good.
Yeah,
Where to next? At Nelson Roundup.
Alps Tour starts this week. Got Rob Moore and Sam Murphy, who'd be the two standouts. Sam Murphy making his debut on the tour. Colin McCann as well. Usual brigade. Then Hugh Foley and the lads playing too. And I suppose worth mentioning, Ireland won the silver medal at the women's octagonal championships in Spain. Olivia Costello and Aideen Walsh were pretty unbelievable. Like, won all of their foursomes matches heading into the final, and then I think every player as well got at least a 50% like win ratio, or however you want to call it. So it was one of those ones where like no one really carried the team, which is I think what you want to see in what is essentially like a pre-season sort of a tournament for Golf Ireland. So, and especially with the transition that women's golf is probably going to undergo, with a lot of like big names moving on from the amateur ranks, good to see a lot of like youngsters coming through as well.
We're going to have some representation on the Curtis Cup this year.
Yeah, well, you think Beth Coulter would definitely be there.
Olivia Costello won't be far
is
away.
a good shout, yeah. No, she would be, yeah, to be fair as well.
So, no, that'd be good.
See if some of our other domestic players then can maybe, do something in a tournament abroad and open the door or something like that as well.
Yeah, right. I think we're on to heroes and villains already, are we?
I think so, yeah.
Do these write themselves this week? I don't know. Is there any curveballs you want to throw in? Now, bearing in mind you said last week you don't like picking winners as
No.
heroes. But is it unavoidable in a week like this? So we'll start off with villains. So Gary, player villain of the week. Do you have any nominations? I've two.
I Bridgman for the obvious reasons.
Oh, do you really? You'd give him villain status for that?
Yeah.
I wanted the ground to swallow him up. Like, yeah, I felt sorry for him, like just pacing over.
I
and
did
back.
feel sorry for him, yeah, but like, you're the party pooper here.
I know, but if there was an idiot of the week, I'd give it to him for trying to attempt that shot over the stand from the beach, long left. What are you doing there in the first place? And just, yeah, I wouldn't give him villain. If we were to introduce, like, yeah, clown of the week.
The Phil Mickelson clown of the week.
The Phil Mickelson clown of the week. That has a ring to it, Ronan. Yeah, I like that. We might bring that in temporarily sometimes. That's like black card job. It's only used the odd time, but the reds and the yellows are the other ones, right? You're going for Bridgman. I think that's harsh. I've two up, so I have Batia down as a villain. I think he's anchoring. He's anchoring. I can't get my head around it. The more I watch them, especially in the wind, his arm is just getting so close to his sternum at the top. Like, I don't know how they allow these putters there, and like, the authorities just seem to ignore it. Like, nothing said at all. Like, Langer's definitely anchoring on the seniors. No one seems to care. But like, when someone is doing it at the top of the game, like Batia's like, he's in the top 10 in the world nearly. He's up thereabouts, and he's anchoring around the place in Siggy's like that. Like, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
Darren Clark using the belly putter this week
Seen
as well.
that, yeah.
Tour, yeah.
He got off to a flyer in the Champions Tour.
Yeah, and then maybe
we won't talk about what happened afterwards. I don't think that.
Maybe go back to the old putter now.
Yeah, I think he's gone back to the old one at this stage. Yeah, that's what happens when you talk to a putter like that and you give it loads of praise. It comes out the next day and just totally rats you out, throws you under. So yeah, Batia is one of my nominations. Second nomination is a team nomination actually for the Four Aces. For all of them except for Anthony Kim. So that poor man is 3 years sober on the 20th of this month. And they go, when he holds the winning putt, and douse him in champagne on the 18th green. And
I never copped that.
He's
I never
like,
caught the implications of
the
that at
man
all.
is fighting. Like, he's fighting demons. His septum is hanging out of his head, like, and his eyes are all over the shop. And the boys are dousing him.
I don't think we see AK in a major now after that.
Oh, yeah, he
He's
could be. That's it. He could be gone fun Henry
he's
Sellers
off the
from
wagon.
I made the BBC with Mrs. Doyle there trying to throw sherry into him. But yeah, I don't know. I just felt I laughed, and a couple of people actually texted me and highlighted it, going, "What are they doing throwing champagne over that poor man?" So yeah, I don't know who to go for. We're definitely not giving it to Bridgman. You're not winning that because, like,
Fair.
the man was up there. You got a top 10 as signature event and you're vilifying him. So I think we'll go for Batia. I think something has to be done in this. Like, it's not right.
Fair, I'll let you have that one.
I think he's cheating. There, I said it. A bit
I'll
of
let you
Ronan
have
Keating
it.
going on. Right, okay. Paddy Harrington Heroes of the Week. I've 2. How many do you have?
I have 16.
What?
15 of them are in green jerseys.
Oh, stop.
Got Lynchy, Jack Flynn.
Stop.
No, but I have a genuine hero. I do have a genuine
Right,
hero.
go on.
I've given
Hugo
it to David.
Ekateki or something. Nah, go on.
David Howard.
David Howard, okay.
Yeah, raising money for cystic fibrosis, which he has himself. But he's doing the 65 kilometers for 65 roses, and he's doing it like while playing golf. He's going to play like 65 kilometers of worth of golf, but he's documented it now on Instagram and TikTok and what other social media things there. And he's just trying to highlight how living with cystic fibrosis actually impacts him in life and impacts him in, like, how he plays golf. I mean, when you think about what he's been through to have won, the East and to be playing for
Yeah.
Ireland at the moment is pretty unbelievable. Like, so I just think he deserves a bit of props for that.
That's really good. I did not know he was living with CF and competing at such a high level. And that's mad. So have you done anything around that and how that affects his, like his...
I did a piece on the fundraiser there yesterday, yeah.
Okay. That's cool. No, I must have a
But
look
like,
at
he
that.
said, bring like 10 kg bags of medication to tournaments abroad and everything. Like,
That's mental.
has to take medication on the golf course. Like, when he has, like, any time he eats, has to take medication.
That is mad. Yeah, no, didn't know that at all. No, yeah. Now you make me feel bad with my nominations for Heroes of the Week. So one of them was Anthony Kim, but that's for bringing other bags of medication out onto golf courses. Then my second one, I actually gave the nod to Victor Hovland this week, just for grinding. Did you see him with the paddling things on his arm? The armbands on last week. Like, I just thought it was so funny. And then this week, his playing partner got stuck up the tree, his ball. Did you see that? On the 18th, and someone videoed him. Victor's firing umbrellas up, and he got 2 umbrellas up in the tree and everything.
He's honestly cracked.
He is, isn't he? He's mental. He is looped. But no, I can't get enough of Victor. I'm addicted to a bit of Victor now. But
like you and most women.
No, me and DCL, Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
DCL.
But yeah, I don't know who we'll give it to. Yeah, you can't, like, there's no competition there. We're giving it to David Howard.
I'll let him know. He'd be delighted.
Yeah. But I thought we were going to have a bit of crack with that, and then you go all serious with me.
Well, not all heroes wear capes.
Not all heroes wear capes. Right, I think that's a wrap for this week. We will be back in the studio next week. There's loads going on. Looking forward to Riviera now, the Genesis. That should be a good one. Haven't seen Riv in a couple of years. See the changes they've done there, and there's a proper golf course.
I thought you'd rant over the sponsors exemptions.
I'm beyond that. Like, do you know what? It did strike me this week actually with the sponsors exemptions. I don't know, is he in a sponsors exemption or not? But like, when I seen Ricky Fowler up there after 2 rounds in this, I was going, how is Ricky Fowler playing the signature event?
Yeah,
but I think he was in. I'm not sure. I think he was in there in merit this year, but he used the invites to get himself there in merit last year. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not going to have a rant over it. I'm just, they're not going to change it. That's it. The sponsors are going to do it. But like, if you wanna go big, lads, ask P. Reid to come and play. If you want to, if you want to proper sponsors invite, upset the old field a little bit and get P. Reid into a ciggy. That's what it's all about. We're turning into a bit of a fan club here.
Yeah, we're right. Every week.
Every week, I know. Getting them in. Right, I think that's it for the week. Thanks to Flowgas for sponsoring the pod. We will be live with updates on irishgolfer.ie all week for all the tournaments that we've been talking about, from Challenge Tour to Alps Tour that's kicking off this week, and then looking forward to Riviera. Do we have anyone gone into Kenya actually?
No.
No one gone to Kenya. So we won't be covering Kenya.
No,
so, right, yeah, that's it. Cheers for tuning in, and we'll chat to you again next week. Bye.